Okay, so in this video, I'm going to explain how solar panels are used to convert solar energy into electricity that you could use in your homes. So a solar panel is made up of smaller individual solar cells, which are connected together. And now these solar cells contain silicon atoms. Silicon is a semiconductor, which is the second most common element on the planet. Now, silicon comes in two types. There is N-type and P-type. Now, N-type silicon has one extra electron, whereas a P-type silicon has an extra hole. Now, a hole is simply just a placeholder where an electron could go. So now on the solar panel, these silicon atoms are all connected to each other from strong covalent bonds. And these covalent bonds prevent these electrons from moving around in the solar panel. However, the way these solar cells are made is that there is two layers. There is the N-type layer, and then there is the P-type layer. So due to this, at the connection at the N-type layer and the P-type layer, a p-n junction is formed. And due to this p-n junction, there's a strong electric field that is across the junction. Now, what happens is, when sunlight hits the surface of these panels, sunlight contains small particles called photons, and these particles collide with the covalent bonds on the silicon atoms. Now, what happens is, when these particles collide with the covalent bonds, it causes these bonds to break, which will result in a free electron, and in place of that electron, there will now be a hole. So now, since there's the p-n junction, and there is one side which is a n-type layer, and another side that is a p-type layer, when these electrons become freed due to the breaking of the bonds, due to the strong electric field that is across the p-n junction, the electrons are only able to move in one direction, and the holes are only able to move in one direction. Now, the electrons will all move towards the N side, and the holes will all move towards the P side. So now, these solar cells have metal fingers, small metal fingers, on the surfaces of the cells, which are used to collect these electrons. Now, these metal fingers could be connected to any circuit, and that circuit would power whatever you are trying to deliver power to. Now, the issue comes that these cells themselves aren't quite efficient to power what we would like them to power. For example, a cell phone would need 12 solar cells to fully charge. And you could imagine a household or in something in industry would require a lot more cells. Therefore, further research and development is needed to make these single cells more efficient, so we would not need as many cells inside a larger solar panel to power something that would require more electricity. I hope this video taught you something about solar panels and how they work. Now, for academic integrity purposes, today's date is March 29th, 2022. My name is Adib Malik, and my student ID is 215026388. Thank you.